Hey guys, it is Friday. I was thinking of doing some bike maintenance stuff, and it's a little bit rainy out here, but shouldn't be too big of an issue. I put the bridgeway up on the bike stand, and then it started to be an issue. The rain picked up. So I moved my tools underneath the roof thing, and yeah, I thought it wasn't going to be this rainy, but it was. But I was hoping it would wait, or it would let up after like 5-ish minutes, and it kind of did. Wasn't too heavy, so I took off the basket of the bridgeway. I'm trying to make sure everything's good to sell it. I don't know. Maybe I'll write that I'll put that back on if somebody wants it, but I feel like the bikes usually look a little bit better without the basket on it. I don't know. And I adjusted the brakes to be good and strong. Like, feel good. I wanted to remove this seat post. Sorry. To remove the kickstand. But I only have this like bike tool for Allen keys. So I can really get in there and like remove it. I did like a weird thing with the wrench, but I don't think I had it in deep enough, and I don't know. Didn't actually have enough space to remove that kickstand. And then I took off that rear wheel lock. This is what I'm thinking of posting online, which I still haven't really gotten around to because the seat is all ripped up, and I'm like, I don't know, it kind of looks junky. But as it is, I'll probably ask for like $150 and see what kind of offers I get based on that. Wouldn't be surprised if it was more like $100. Maybe even less, honestly. But oh well. Also removed the seat post of the Trek Soho, so I could see what the dimensions of this. It's a 27.2 millimeter seat post. So if I want to get a new one, you know, I know what to get now. But on the bottom there is a preloaded spring, and I tightened that, and now it doesn't jiggle as much. And I tried to remove this kickstand, but it's really rusted on there. I didn't have the perfect size to remove it. I did put some lubrication on there, so hopefully that'll like soak in over time and make it easier to remove, but I couldn't take it off, so that's a bit annoying. Everything that I wanted to do kinda couldn't fully do. Anyways, on the way to Fresco, somebody's knocked over this piano. Or maybe it was the wind, who knows, but it's kinda in the street. Yeah. At Fresco, I was getting some deals, some cheap cheese. They've switched over to the electronic price tags, which makes sense since you can like update them remotely, I guess, but I don't know. I think, are there laws going on right now that's like trying to prevent people from adjusting their prices like live? Say it's like hot outside, they could charge more for water kind of thing easily. I don't know. Yeah, up front it seems like they've done some stuff. Like, I remember last year my landlord said that they were gonna fix that retaining wall or redo it, but hasn't been much going on with that. Anyways, I hung out for a while, then got kind of bored and decided to go and do some Uber Eats at night. It's Friday night, so I don't love doing Uber Eats on a Friday or Saturday night because people are just out more. So I was trying to avoid being like right in the downtown area, doing a shop and pay. It was like easy stuff, so that's alright. And yeah, all in all, it wasn't too bad. I did kind of wind up going more into the downtown core by accident. I wasn't paying super close attention to where I was picking up from. See, things like this McDonald's, it's crazy busy in here. I'm like looking down at my phone to like cancel this one because I'm like, fuck it. If the crowd is too big and like, I don't know, I'm just not gonna push through a crowd of people to be like, do you have this order? So Did a shopping pay at Rexall. They just wanted like a hot and cold ice pack thing. So that was easy. Easier than that McDonald's one. I rode down Yonge Street for a little bit here. And I dropped off. I was next to Amanda's place. And I remembered that I should go and look at the bike tires. We gotta do a repair fix-up Amanda bike day. And one of these bikes has a flat tire that I popped when I guess I overinflated it, or maybe it was... Some of these bike tires are pretty old, kind of thing. The inner tube was probably just too old. But one of them is popped and gotta replace them. So I got the measurements for the wheels, and now I know which tubes to buy. Maybe I'll just buy new tubes for all 4 of those wheels. But yeah, it's raining, so I figured I'd go back online, do a pickup from this Popeyes. It was kind of weird. I had to request the last 2 digits of the order number from the restaurant, which is like kind of opposite how it usually is. I'll like tell them the order number that I'm picking up, but I don't know why it was like that there. Just weird. But yeah, did those drop-offs. They were both to the north, and then I was pretty picky. I just wanted to head west straight home since I'm getting soaked. But didn't get any more requests that were good for me, so I just went home. And yeah, just hung up my clothes above my dehumidifier. Dries them out pretty fast. Made $58 in like 3 hours. Not the best, but I don't know. I'll get the bonus guaranteed pay later, I guess. Or maybe not. I didn't do the math. Anyways, it is Saturday. Last night on Facebook, I saw an ad where a community notice. There's going to be a church yard sale. And it's the good one. I'm sure there's multiple good ones, but this one is like pretty good in that they're like pricing things to sell the stuff. They want to get rid of the stuff more than they want to make money, it seems. So that's always nice to get a good deal. It was too bad it was rainy. I kind of tried to not go for the beginning because it was like boring, but it did seem like it let up a bit. And by the time I got here, people were saying everything's half price, guys. It's all half price, so yeah. I got some bed sheets, and normally it would have been $4, but because it was half price, $2 for a fitted sheet and a top sheet. Also got some sewing stuff. That was $1. And yeah. Here's a little example of the sheets in there. Also got like a knitted kind of sheet that's like, it'll be nice for the summer when you want to have a sheet on you, but like not actually be hot from it. So all in all, some pretty good deals in there. It was crowded, but I get it. And since I'm over in Etobicoke, basically, figured I'd go and check out this Value Village. It's a big one, so usually there's some neat stuff in here. Although I didn't really find that much interesting things. Having a look around, here's a crappy PlayStation 2 controller. And a metal tray, which I thought would be good for my future backpack project that I want to make. One of these days I'll actually do it. But yeah, Mario backpack, kind of neat. You never know what you're gonna find in a Value Village situation. Yeah, just kind of looked around. I found there was like a tripod phone adapter thing that was good. I figured that'd be nice instead of swapping between my tripod and my mini backpack tripod. Have a phone mount thing. Anyways, going by High Park, seems like there's a puppet parade thing going on. And I think it's because of the turtles are hatching. Something to do with that. I probably could have asked anyone to tell me about what was going on. But there's also like a sun and moon puppet and some indigenous looking people puppets. All in all, pretty neat. Also a huge crowd of people over there. Not sure what their deal is, but I'm going into High Park to have a look at the cherry blossoms. A bit of a cherry blossom update. And also look at this turtle nest. I saw no action going on. As for the cherry blossoms, still seems like we're about a week away, is my guess. I'm just glad to see that the cold weather and the rain hasn't like knocked everything off of the branches or whatever. It's all just still there. And a bit of the aftermath of the prescribed burn. They also burned a bit around some of the cherry blossom area. So that's interesting. Anyways, just heading out of the park, and I was looking at these people thinking like, I wonder what their deal is. They're all very focused on their phones. And then it hit me. They're playing Pokemon Go, guys! Holy shit, it's a big crowd of Pokemon Go guys! They're doing raids! And I popped on a Pokemon Go and I did a bunch of raids with this random crowd of people. It's just like 2016 all over again. And I got a new Charizard and battling an Ivysaur. Almost got a perfect Ivysaur. That's insane, dudes. And the people with the puppets have moved more into the park. That is neat. I like that they blocked the street for a little bit just for fun, and then now they're doing their actual march through the park, it seems. And yeah, I kind of missed what they were saying. I was like at the edge of the crowd, so again, I don't really know what the significance is, or if it's just like, yo, turtles, we're doing a thing because turtles are cool. There was multiple like turtle puppets, so pretty sure this has something to do with the turtle. But all in all, just a neat random thing to see. Yeah, my brother Chris made a big puppet like these one time, so maybe he knows what's going on. Yep. I'm feeling kind of cold, so I went over to the Crossways Mall and I'm gonna use the washroom. They had a washroom behind this Mr. Yummy, which is nice to see that Mr. Yummy still exists after all these years. It was here when I moved to Toronto and it's still going. Also went into the Dollarama, got some cleaning supplies, and they had a mini portable vacuum cleaner with a micro, or just a regular USB-C and lithium-ion battery in there. I'm like, that's crazy. For $5, let's see if this vacuum cleaner actually works. So, got all my stuff and biking home, looking at a flower bush. And yeah, here's the vacuum cleaner. One of the little information things says that it's silent, which I'm not sure how a vacuum cleaner is going to be silent, but who knows? Yeah, it's definitely not silent. But does it work? Once I put everything together, it did seem like it works. You know, I'm always bringing my e-bike in and out of my apartment, so this part gets pretty dusty. Probably not going to use this to clean it, but it's a good example of it is just working. It's just kind of cool. For $5, I'm like, yeah, that's a mini vacuum cleaner.